Welcome back to Copper Star Precision, the channel dedicated to getting you more points at your competitive shooting matches. So, we're here with match footage from the November 2024 NRL22 Course of Fire, and this is a challenging match, just in terms of movement, in terms of keeping your mental focus, knowing the target order, all that good stuff. But taking a look at the scores, pretty happy with my performance here. I was able to squeak out the win with my CC457 MTR in base class. So, this is the first match I've ever won competing in base class, so really proud of my performance here. Did make a couple mistakes, and as you can see, it was pretty tight at the top. Essentially, it was a three-way tie for first, only coming down to the tiebreaker time. Top 5 were separated by 1 impact. Top 8 were separated by 2 impacts. So definitely tight at the top here, and I feel like people either had a really good day or a really bad day. And I think the people who had a really good day were watching my strategy videos with my dope cards, because hopefully it gave you an easier way to break down some of these complicated stages. I will go over 1 or 2 revisions that I would make to my dope cards to make things easier, because I did make a mental error on one of the stages, which we'll get into in a second. But without further ado, let's jump into match footage. First up, stage 1, the 55-gallon barrel and chair stage. This is a pretty complicated stage, probably, I would argue, the hardest stage of the match, because you have an interesting target order, you have some movement, you got to decide what you want to do in terms of gear, and being a 12-round stage, I think time does come into play for some people. And this is one of the stages where I would make a change to my dope card. So I make a mental error on this stage, and I think what I should have done, instead of my dope card saying large, small, large on the KYL targets, get on glass at the match, look at the targets, and do left, right, left. So when I was looking at that final KYL target with the 1/4 and 1/2 inch, even though I set up the targets at this match, I was like, which one is which? Because they're very similar in size, and I wasn't maybe parallaxed perfectly and didn't have a super clear image, wasn't zoomed in enough to tell the difference, and I just shot at the wrong target. I was luckily able to make the correction and salvage the last 2 shots, but instead of doing large, small, large, which may be difficult in the heat of the moment when the timer goes off to distinguish, just write like left KYL target, right KYL target, left, and then whatever the order seems to be. So that's something I would change for this match, but let's roll the footage.
Yeah. All right, stand by. 3, 2, 1, engage. Why not? He's asking real quick. Why not? What does this thing do? It's not quiet. It's actually louder. All good? Yeah. All right, Ashir, are you ready? Stand by. Back. Watch your back.
All right, you ready?
Attack.
You have to yell people.
Large, small, large. Come on.
Attack.
But I mean,
Attack.
attack. Attack.
Attack.
Well, and that's kind of what it is.
Attack.
Time.
So one of his impacts was wrong. Because you hit, I think you shot the big target twice, right?
That's correct.
Stage 2, we have cinder blocks and rooftops. This stage is pretty straightforward. There is some movement involved, and I saw a lot of people like getting on top of the rooftop. There's nothing in the match book that says you have to be fully supported on the rooftop like in other month's course of fire, where it actually stipulates that in the rules. So I just leaned over the rooftop. I thought that was better than trying to add extra movement on the stage and maybe not be as stable. So I'm just using the rooftop for support here, and just pulled that last shot. Otherwise, a pretty straightforward stage. Did decide to bring an extra pump pillow just to get a really stable modified prone position on both of the cinder block positions. And other than that, it went pretty well.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, engage.
I got you.
Smarters up. Sure, are you ready?
I am.
Bye. Engage.
Impact.
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 Very brave. Yeah, very bravely.
Oh, you got some fish.
Yeah.
That is how I roll.
He felt it coming down, so
Get it.
luckily.
Impact.
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 You're up north, right? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm about
Right target, correct?
yeah, right target. Yes.
Impact.
Impact.
Impact. Impact.
Yeah, I was just pulling it because I
Impact.
on her off and I was like, hopefully.
Okay, do you understand the course?
Oh god, this is gonna
Oh man!
In time.
Quarterbacks, Cyrus. You just didn't have enough.
79.
Thanks.
If he had
Stage 3 is the pyramid stage. This is the tiebreaker stage. So this is what the match came down to, essentially. And going up to the stage, the target size itself is relatively generous. So going for speed here is definitely an option. You still have to make good win calls and, practice good fundamentals, get stable, get in position quickly. In order to do that, I was actually using my Area 419 Schmedium on the Rail Changer X. The bag attached to the rifle, just one bag, wasn't bringing any pump pillows or support pillows or anything like that. Just one bag, get it on the prop, get it in position, and break the shot. The target is, like I said, very generous, and we weren't dealing with too much wind. It was a little switchy at this point in the day, but it shouldn't have been enough to throw me off target. I ended up dropping one, making that correction, and trying to run the stage as fast as possible, and this is basically what the match came down to.
Stand by.
Boom was like, I gotta go.
Bring us in.
How big was the match?
All right.
I have an extra one.
Let me see.
Giving my spare one away. And I do not know.
I don't know that there was a target bigger than that.
Okay, so
And there was nothing under.
yeah, I probably
Impact.
my teacher for balls also. So I'll probably stay.
I don't know what the hell you did. The wind gets crazy too. It's like impact started and then it's going in your pocket. Impact switching like for 9 every couple seconds it switches. It's like
Stage 4 is the tank trap stage, and this stage, coming off the last stage, going fast, here I was definitely taking my time wanting to make good hits and remembering that weird target order again. Here, I put a bag in the middle just to build that center position up a little bit. The tank trap at this club is a little short, so I was actually able to take a kneeling position and get some more rear support by putting my elbow on my thigh, which definitely helped with stability. And it's just about remembering the target order, smooth transitions between places, and then I actually grab that center bag and use it as rear support when I do the prone position underneath the tank trap.
Shooter, are you ready? Ready.
Stand by.
Wayne's not even taller than me. Is he?
I am.
Fuck you, Wayne.
You'd never go back to doing it.
Oh, look at me, just tall.
He's a man and I love it.
You're too furry for me.
You didn't hear that.
Kids like I hear everything.
Unfortunately, I wish I did.
Well, like I hear it's not something I
You wished you didn't hear it, but it was
All right.
Yeah, the Marine Corps. Gayest bunch of homophobes ever.
Wayne, you were in the Marine Corps? I had no idea.
No.
I'm not in the Marine Corps. You never talked about it. It's weird. I would have no idea.
I'm not in the Marine Corps. I am on camp couch. Fuck this. What do we got? Near, far.
Stand by. Engage.
Near.
Yes. Very clear on these.
One of them's different.
I wrote it all down.
On there. All right.
Impact.
Got you for 10.
Thank you.
Last up, we have the ladder stage, and this is another stage where sort of the order of the positions matters, and whether you're engaging the near target, then the far target, or vice versa. And so that might trip some people up. And here, our match director, John, was actually kind enough to put some tape on the rungs with numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, which positions you're supposed to be in. And was able to clean the stage, but not as easily as I thought, because I was definitely more wobbly than I wanted to be. So I need some more practice on the ladder. And even though I cleaned it, you'll see me, the crosshair is kind of wobbling over the target. So I was just timing my shots and, was able to time them well enough to make all 12 impacts. But yeah, something I definitely need to work on, practice more, just get more stable, more confident. But luckily, I was able to walk away with a clean on this stage as well.
Ready.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, engage.
Normally, so this is the pretty much.
Nice.
Had you for 12. Shooting.
That's going to wrap it up for the November 2024 NRL22 Course of Fire. Pretty complicated match in terms of, your mental game and movement. Target sizes aren't crazy difficult, except for maybe that first stage with the barrel and the chair. But yeah, you have to come in with a game plan. So hopefully my strategy videos have helped you. I highlighted what kind of things and data I put on my dope cards to help me keep things organized, make sure I'm doing the right target sequence, making the right holdovers, all that good stuff. So I was able to walk away with the win, but it was really tight at the top. So, having that strategy and that game plan and then executing to that game plan really paid off on this match. Questions, comments, leave them down below while you're down there. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Lots more content coming soon. And until I see you next time, as always, score more points.